I wanted to share a little experience that my partner and I had this last weekend. And I love it so much because it really shows like this power of letting go and letting our intuition be the loudest voice, letting our intuition be our guides. First of all, I'm doing this Parasite heavy metal cleanse right now, and it is so much more than just a physical cleanse. The specific one that I'm doing is very emotional as well. It is definitely purging and releasing any pent-up emotions, anything that's been stuck or stagnant. It's really helping get a lot of that out too. So one thing that's been a theme for me that keeps coming up during this cleanse is this need for me to let go of knowing what's going to happen next. And this is something that the universe has been trying to teach me, and I'm getting there, I'm getting better. But it's still something that is very much a theme for me and that keeps showing up. So I had an idea as I saw this theme come up so often that for my partner and I's date last weekend, that we would do an intuitive date. And so essentially all that was is we pick the first thing we're going to do together, and then we let our intuition guide us to the next thing. So we live by this gorgeous lake, and we're like, okay, for part one, we're going to go for a walk by the lake. So we go to the lake, we go for this walk. We see these two very beautiful new birds that we haven't seen before. It was a gorgeous walk. And somewhere in our conversation, my partner starts talking about how he's had this feeling to go visit a certain family member. And this family member lives quite far away, but he has had this feeling frequently. And so we talked about that a little bit. And then we just felt like we needed to lean in. And there was this moment of like, do we want to spend the rest of our time just planning this trip? So then for the next hour, we sat down and we mapped out the days we could go, how much the flights would be, how much our stay there would be, what activities we want to do while we're there, things we can do with our kids, and kind of made this whole trip out of it. And by the end of it, it just felt so good. We both felt really happy that we'd done that. And it was so interesting to think of the fact that if we had just planned to, go for this walk and then go to dinner or go to the farmer's market or whatever, we would have missed out on that opportunity. But because we intentionally planned for it to be this open time where we follow where we feel guided to, we ended up planning this trip to go see a family member that feels like the right thing to do. So we literally wouldn't have planned this trip if it weren't for this moment of intuition. If you're a planner like me, this is a reminder to plan in intuitive time, to literally let yourself be guided. It doesn't disappoint. And if you're curious, I invite you to try, because letting our intuition guide us sometimes leads to the most beautiful pieces of our lives. If you've done this before, I would love to hear your experiences. Please comment or DM me. And if you try it, I would love the same. Please let me know how it goes. I love you guys. May your intuition be your loudest voice.